Hi team, you're going to go ahead and take some notes. So you're going to grab a sheet of notebook paper and you're going to make it look just like this. So you'll put your name, the topic, and we're going to put 50,000 at the top of this 4-grid box. On the 4 grids, you can see what they say more closely here. So go ahead and pause. The video will pause here. Pause what you're doing, look at the screen and make your paper match mine. So we are going to go ahead and get rolling. So our target number is 50,000. We're going to work first to make it 10 times bigger and then 100 times bigger. So to do that, there's 2 strategies we're going to use. We're going to have 50,000 and we know it's going to be 10 times the size. So it is going to get bigger. We're going to use a place value chart here to help us. So we have 50,000 as our base. We want it 10 times bigger, 10 times bigger. Oops, I wrote 50 times bigger. 10 times bigger. So in this, in our base 10 place value system, right, we know that it takes, if you have 9 of something and you add one more, say we're in the ones column here, this ends up it ends up being 10 ones, but in our place value system base 10, we end up actually calling it 110 and 0 ones. So that idea is going to play in here. We have 5 10,000s, right? We want to make it 10 times bigger. 10 times bigger is 1 place value spot. 1 power of 10 bigger. So our last digit of value currently is in the 10,000 spot. We're going to move our digit of value over 1 place value spot, 1 power of 10 bigger, and we end up with 500,000. So our hypothesis here, you can make your paper match. Go ahead and pause it. Good. So our hypothesis from our place value strategy using our place value chart is that it's 500,000. We're going to use one other strategy where we use zeros. So I like to think of this kind of like a shortcut. You're going to count up the zeros, and as you do that, you're going to kind of imagine like they're disappearing for just a moment. So we have 4 zeros in the original number of 50,000 and 1 zero in the original number of 10. If we imagine like they've disappeared for a minute or like we've covered them up, it leaves us with our basic fact. Our basic fact then becomes 5 times 1. 5 times 1 is 5, just like we have here. And then what we're going to do is we're going to count up how many zeros were in the original problem. 1, 2, 3, 4 zeros. 1, 2, 3, 4 zeros, right, from our 50,000. And 1 zero bigger. 5 total zeros in this problem and 5 total zeros in the solution or in the answer. Either strategy, both work, they match. So go ahead and write down this next problem. We're going to keep our same base number, 50,000, and we're going to make it 100 times the size. Go ahead and pause this video if you're ready to try it on your own. See if you can figure out what the solution is. So here again, we have our base number 50,000. This time, we know we want to make it 100 times the size. Times meaning bigger. So we're going to use multiplication essentially. So we're going to start with our base number, and this time we're going to go a power of 10 and a power of 10, aka 100, right? It would take 110,000s to make a million. So our final destination here for our last digit of value, our 5, is going to be here. Ones, tens, hundreds, comma, thousands, 10,000s, 100,000s, comma. So we end up with 5 1. So 5 1 millions is 100 times bigger. So now we're going to check it, right? Our hypothesis is that 100 times the size of 50,000 is 5 million. Let's use our zeros trick. So we're going to find out we have 1, 2, 3, 4 zeros here. And by underlining them, we can kind of pretend like they're disappearing, leaving us with our basic fact of 5 times 1, which is 5. We count up those zeros, 4, 5, 6 zeros, 3, 6 zeros. Boom, they match. It is 5 million. Go ahead and make sure your notes match, or match in a way that makes sense to your brain. So now you're going to get a chance to practice. So you're going to use this slide up here, and you're going to do this exact same thing. You're going to have a target number. That target number, you're going to find out what is 10 times the size of that number. Go ahead, and in the next video, we'll learn about how to make them smaller, but try making the numbers 10 times bigger, 10 times bigger, or down here, 100 times bigger, 100 times bigger, and then we'll come back to shrinking them.